There is no clear answer for this infection illness, but what the new coronavirus PCR test detects, there is a clear statistical correlation between positive reactions, the number of hospitalized patients, and the number of deaths. However, most of the deaths are elderly persons, not young women or children. So, it is difficult to distinguish from deaths due to normal pneumonia or due to the aging phenomenon. Most mysteriously, also, almost all people who test positive are. In other words, coronavirus is not a pathogen. I don't know why a person suddenly gets sick. There is no regularity or commonality in the onset or occurring, the findings of the disease. The initial symptom is sore throat, followed by pneumonia. After that, disorders due to chronic persistent inflammatory reactions are found in various parts of tissues and organs throughout the body. After being infected with a retrovirus, HIV hides in. After being infected with a retrovirus, HIV hides in the genome of human genes, so it disappears spontaneously or becomes impossible to remove. Its surface structure is entirely covered with sugar chain proteins. If the diversity of the antibody is 1, HIV can be considered to be 1,000 times. Therefore, a vaccine cannot be made for HIV eternally. When HIV invades blood vessels after proliferation, an antigen-antibody reaction occurs, but since it infects immune cells, immunity gradually disappears, and if growth inhibitors are not continuously administered, most people die of cancer within 5 years. Fortunately, coronavirus has a smaller number of sugar chain proteins on the surface than HIV, so it seems that it is easily recognized by antibodies. When compared in terms of diversity, it is estimated that When compared in terms of diversity, it is estimated that they will be even. That is, antibodies can usually be produced without vaccination. Even if you have a cold, it can be said that it is a pathogen that disappears or heals spontaneously within a month. But that is completely different in this world that you look at your eyes, in the real world. In other words, you will die suddenly for no reason in near future. Alternatively, it becomes a persistent chronic infection and an inflammatory reaction similar to an autoimmune disease occurs throughout the body, and the organs of the corpse are several. An autoimmune disease occurs throughout the body, and the organs of the corpse are severely damaged and there are no normal cells. It is difficult to know what the pathogen with this infection definitely, but it has become malignant over time. Moreover, all animals belonging to other species than humans have a positive reaction. Moreover, those pathogens are transmitted between different species. Even though the structure of the target protein of the target cell of the pathogen is completely different, the infection spreads across the species. I do not know what the asymptomatic infected person is, but it has a cause that correlates with the number of corpses. At the end of 2020, some people died suddenly. Seen in the early 50s. A healthy person and a healthy person suddenly die asymptomatic or mild. For example, it feels like the god of death pulls out the soul without any damage to the organs or tissues. The future. They don't know the future, They cannot know my future. They can know only now's situation, immediately. They don't know the future. They cannot know my future. They can know only now's situation, immediately soul status and myself. That's why more and more people commit suicide before they are killed by something else. The most big question is how much the age distribution of the corpses by infection will drop from after next year. And in this situation, the biggest mystery is whether there are women who will have medically and economically some children, or your baby, or marriage, or sex if you die anyway. You would be lucky, happier if your baby weren't born. Moreover, I feel sorry for dying in a drowning state on the verge of suffocation. In other words, in developed countries, the fertility rate may zero and it will be continue forever. But, in Africa, on the contrary, it tends to increase. Pregnant women are under the age of 15. I don't know the reason. She says her friends, or guys, doesn't know who her babies is born. In Japan, an increasing number of women throw their placenta into the toilet bowl and drain it into the sewage even if they become pregnant. This is because there is a risk that the cleaner will find it if it is thrown away as garbage together with the K. This is because there is a risk that the cleaner will find it if it is thrown away as garbage together with the kitchen waste. In any case, it is best to burn the corpse in a high combustion furnace to ash. This is to destroy it at the atomic level so that it will not return to this world again.
You're taking me for granted, but you're the first thing on my mind. Out of your excuses. Another girl like me. One day you'll see we were always meant to be. One day you will see what it feels like to be me. When I miss you, when I kiss you, when I'm with you. One day you will see. You never show your emotions, but I always let you in. You're afraid of commitment. I'm sick of being on and off again. You gotta make your mind up and tell me what's it gonna take to win you over. Bring me closer to you. Show me what you want me to do. Yeah. One day you will see. Never find another girl like me. One day you will see. We were always meant to be. One day you will see what it feels like to be me. When I miss you, when I kiss you, when I'm with you. When I miss you, when I kiss you, when I'm with you. I've waited here for so long for you to show your face, or at least call. Can't you see we belong? Why can't we be together? One day you will see. You'll never find another girl like me. One day you will see. You'll never find another girl like me. One day you will see. We were always meant to be. One day you will see what it feels like to be me. When I miss you, when I kiss you, when I'm with you. One When I'm with you, one day you will see.